And so let's look at this again, this situation with the mules. As I take you to Jake and Jasmine, there's something about, is there a split agenda going on? Is there a different motive or motivation that is driving these two mules? That is really not being voiced, but each has a split agenda. Emotional disengagement from pinches and crunches can mean one or other has emotionally left the relationship, but to all intents and purposes, they're still living together, sleeping together, could even be having sex together, getting the bills paid to the outside world, all looks good. But to the two of you, you know something has happened, something has happened, something has changed between the two of you. It's not like it used to be at the beginning. And you may both have turned up for counseling, for therapy, but in fact, one is going through the motions. There is a split agenda. So let's move to Jake and Jasmine and see what we find with them. Jake and Jasmine, what's going on with these two individuals, with this couple? So, as with the other one, with the donkeys, what I'd like you to do is cover over each of the images except the first one, the one at the top. Look at that image of the two individuals on what I call the seesaw of life, the equilibrium that they are in. And what do you notice about this couple? What do you see as they are on this seesaw? They're together. They're close. They're balanced. Until one day, if you move your sheet down, Jake does something. Remember, this isn't just a 5-minute activity. This is something that happens over years. And so some point in the relationship, Jake moves. He has caused a loss of what we call homeostasis. Is this best represented by the spirit level that I use? Let me show you. So I use this as a prop. I call it the spirit level. This is like the seesaw. And when we are in right functioning, we're level, we're in homeostasis. Something happens though, where Jake has moved, and would you agree with me, it's going to cause a shift in the relationship. It's going to cause the loss of equilibrium in the relationship because he has moved. We often won't know why one individual in the relationship does something different and seemingly moves away from the other, but it has created an imbalance. Would you agree with me? If I do it this way, Jake having moved is going to cause the relationship to not just lose balance, but actually it's on a slide. It's really difficult for this couple to continue with business as usual, life as usual, doing their normal household activities, the children, work, and be in harmony, where something has caused them to be out of sync. Something has caused them to be out of sync with each other. And it's really difficult to be close and enjoying their relationship. There is this terminology, if a relationship is coasting, like in a car, when you press the clutch, then the relationship has got to be going downhill Understand that expression? When you're coasting in a car and you've depressed the clutch, in order for that vehicle to keep going, and there's no acceleration, there's no engine revs, the relationship has got to be going downhill. The car has got to be going downhill in order to keep moving, because when you depress the clutch and there's no engine that you are accelerating, it can't keep going for very long on the level, and therefore for it to keep going, it's got to be going downhill. So any relationship which does not have continued work, continued activity, continued acceleration, and is therefore coasting, it has got to be going downhill. Think about that. I hope you got the point, even if I haven't expressed it as well as could be. Move your sheet down, would you? After a period of time, and it could be a year or two, Jasmine, now I suspect rather annoyed with what Jake has done, reacts. Sometimes it's immediate, sometimes it's after a period of time. And so she moves away, but she has, in a sense, misjudged how far he has moved, and she has moved even further away than he has moved. So would you agree with me that they end up there? What do you observe about this one, where they are both at the opposite extremes of the seesaw of life? Yeah, they're balanced. The relationship is balanced. Problem? There's distance between them. It's not a comfortable distance, but it can become accepted and normal because they learn to do it that way for a long time. And sometime later, Jasmine does something. She runs across to join Jake. It may be she's had to swallow some pride and go across to join Jake because she wants to be close to him and is tired of the distance between them. Problem? By joining him, they are both trying to do life close together, but there's a pull taking them down and down, and it's so hard for them to maintain quality relationship because there's a pull. Something isn't quite right. If you move the sheet down, although you're going to see a reversal of what we've just talked about, you could draw some other diagrams in there where over time actually Jasmine just runs back to the opposite side and creates equilibrium again, until after a number of years Jake does exactly the same thing that she does, and he runs right across to her end, but all he's done is reversed what had happened. He swallowed his pride. He's gone across to be close to her. After all, she did try. It's my turn to do something. But there's a sense of one of them giving all, the other giving nothing. And so this seesaw effect can keep going on in their relationship for quite a long time. Send me a message. It's time to get your relationship back onto a better footing for your future. Let's do some work without shame and bring colour back to life. Send the email, send the message to me, Gary McFarlane at the Kairos Centre, and let's begin to reclaim your quality of of life.